play is that Roblox.
I played so many hours of that. Everything.
All right. All right, so for our bell ringer, it's for our new lesson. So as you can see, we have our line graph. So just starting with number 1, it says, place points C, D, and E on the number line above. Well, we don't know where they are right now. So point C is half of the way to point A to point B. So how we find that? Yeah, you count. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we know from A to B.
That's 6.
A to B is 12. So yeah, so for that first one, you do 12, not 12. You do 1/2. If it wants to the right. Oh, we're doing this again?
Oh, you want my pen?
Yeah.
Pull it out.
This was doing to me when you were gone. So 1/2 of 12. Jose already said it? 6. So, thank you, kind sir. So, if we count. Hold on. It worked last time. Hold on.
It's working now.
It's not working now. Oh no. Hold on. Mine's going again. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right here is C.
And then what does partitions mean?
Hold on, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Thought we were there.
So, for number 2, point D is 1/3 of the way from point A to point B. So, let's do 12, because we know our whole thing's 12, times 1/3. So if you punch in your calculator 12 times 1/3, what do we get?
4.
We get 4.
That's what I got.
So for 4 is D.
Wait, I do math for this? I don't want just marking those.
No, you gotta do math. I know. Doing math in math class, that's...
Dude, I used to hate in like 3rd grade when they used to say, how'd you figure this answer out? I put math. I would.
How did I find my... Yeah. It's valid.
I just realized, okay, wait, I would say I'm the only female.
Yeah, because Grace is gone. Gia is still in Florida. Oh, Colin's gone today too.
I had that Mountain Dew Voodoo, the new one.
Yeah.
It was okay.
What's it taste like? Grace? And then there's another
Else
girl?
tastes
What
like-
flavor?
Yeah, Gia, the one that sits next to
I've
Jose.
never seen Jesus.
Oh, right, yeah.
All right, David, pull out your notes packet. It's that first page. We're doing the warm-up section. All right, so the point y'all been waiting for. Partitions. Who wants to take a wild guess on what that means? What do you think, Dylan?
Just a part of it, like a part.
So it is with parts. So partitions mean divides into parts.
Oh, so it's 4 and 3. It's 7.
So-
3 gets your parts.
You remember these ratios?
Oh, no.
That's 3, because 2
Yeah.
and 1. So, you go 12 times 2/3. And what's 12 with 2/3? David, I'd be writing all this
8.
down.
It was 8. I got it right. Wait, I actually had it right. Wait a minute. I actually did have it right.
So,
There was
No,
no
wait,
type
you
of
had
guy
it
to
right?
like lick his thumb before he flips to another page.
oh Lord.
Wait, I gotta see the. Go down.
Yeah, sorry, I was writing it up there.
For you, was
This is good.
it? Is it GIF or GIF?
GIF.
GIF.
G-I-F. GIF.
Jip is the peanut butter. Yeah.
It is. All right. So, moving on. We have this page right here. So, it says, what is the distance from 2 to 10?
Would be 8.
It is 8. Because if you go from 2 over to 10, that's plus 8.
Now, what if you go backwards? Would it just put
Yeah,
negative?
negative.
Yeah, so watch.
Negative 5.
So, what is the distance from -1 to -8?
Negative 5. Negative 5. Negative 5.
So, -1. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
No, that's
7.
a joke. That's
It was a joke that you said -5.
a joke. Yeah.
-7. So, the distance from -1 to -8 is -7.
What about number 2? You
Oh,
said-
yeah, I was talking about number 2.
Oh, where'd you write negative?
Oh, yeah, I'm just going down the line.
Oh.
I'm
Can we
going.
please do that one?
Hold on. So, what is the distance from 7 to -7? So, we're going backwards. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yup.
Yeah, no, I'm just best player.
You go over.
Best player.
Negative 14.
Just put me on a magic.
Hey, it's nice meeting you.
All right.
It's better
So, what
meeting
about
you.
-9 to 5?
Negative 5.
No.
No, wait, no. I thought you were talking about the one before.
So, for 7,
Negative
what is the
5.
distance from -9
Hold on.
to 5?
1,
David, what's the distance from -9 to 5? You're looking on this number line right here.
-9 to 5.
Yeah, so you start.
Positive 14.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mr. Grab, I gotta ask you this question.
You literally minutes.
I gotta ask you this question, Mr. Grab.
All right. So I left open 2, 4, 6, and 8. Do 2, 4, 6, and 8 for me.
So, Mr. Graffine, Jose still have a question.
Jose, what's the question?
Okay, so according to my older brother, in his physics class, you just sit there and just like go on your computer and you don't do anything. Is this true?
No. Depends on the lesson. So basically, since it's a collab,
Physics, what does
it's a
that mean?
collab taught class. So that means there's 2 teachers. I teach half of the class, she teaches half of the class. And then a lot of the times, she'll teach the like stuff like this, like the lesson plan, and teach that. And then I'll go over like homework or go over like reviews and that kind of stuff. So we kind of divide it in half. So she does like the PowerPoints, I do more of the homework and that kind of stuff.
Does Tony nerd in that class? Like, does he actually do the work and stuff?
He does the work.
Fun.
She does the work. But you do the work in this class.
What percent of classes are co-taught? What would you say?
Less than half. It's more individualized. Yeah. Collab's a good kind of class. It's nice having 2 teachers in a class. Alright. So, for number 2, what is the distance from 9 to 4?
Negative 5.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said earlier.
Oh, okay,
Alright.
but
Jackie, for 4, what is the distance from -10 to -3?
positive.
Ah, your name's not Jackie.
Positive. Positive.
Jose? Shh.
I didn't say anything. I said heaven. Like,
No.
yeah.
Alright, Jose said it. +7.
I did not say seven.
You said heaven.
Yeah, I said heaven.
Alright. Aiden, number 6. What is the distance from 8 to -1? You said -9? Alright, David. What is the distance from -3 to 10?
13.
What is it?
13.
+13.
Damn.
Alright?
Go, Mr. Graff. Oh, these
Dude, what'd you say?
I didn't say the answer. I said heaven.
Can you go back up again, Mr. Beck? I'm sorry.
It's the guy to hold his nose on. Hold his nose like this to go before he
Thank
goes to water.
Alright.
That's you on there?
No, it's
So,
Aiden. I'm pretty
hey. For number 9. You have 2 points. You have A, which is 1, 4, and B, that is 7, 11. So to start this off, write them just on top of one another. So,
1/4 and 7/11.
1/4, and 7/11. So to find these, you need to go, this thing will work.
To my calculator.
You gotta go bottom minus the top.
That's it?
Yeah. So
That's it.
for our x and our y. So a thing that I teach in our physical science class to do is what they call a bullhorn method. Is if you want to do it like that. So you take this bottom, if this wants to work. I think I need to get a battery or something.
You tried it?
No, it's it takes like AAA batteries
Wait, why does your parenthesis look weird? Is it meant to?
because this thing,
It's dying.
yeah.
That's a weird looking thing.
So if it keeps doing that, I'm just gonna write it on the board at this point.
Just do that.
Yeah, we'll do that. So you take the bottom, bring it up, you subtract. Let's see how you just go 7. Oh, minus 1. So for our x value right here, that's our y. What's 7 minus 1?
6.
Positive 6. And what is 11 minus 4?
-7 was or +7.
Wait a minute. I did 11 minus 7, didn't get positive 6. I said I got 4 and 3.
4 and 3.
Yeah.
You do, look, you do bottom minus top.
Yeah, so I did.
7 minus 1, you should get 6.
Wait a minute.
11 minus 4, you get 7.
Wait a minute. No, I can't be happy.
What do you mean?
Because you got A is 1/4, alright? And D is 7/11. So you get 11 minus 7 and 1 minus 3, or 4 minus 1.
Dylan's the type of guy to say you're on thin ice, buddy.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
I did A, so I did 4 minus 1, and then I did 7 minus 11. Oh,
No,
minus-
that's why you write them on top of one another. Because that little bullhorn method that I said,
Yeah.
see how you start? I started at 11, and I just bring that up to the 4. Poor battery. It's all dead.
Who's getting the battery?
I am. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
at.
who made that?
Oh, it worked. Ha!
I think it was you.
All right.
Study skills.
Or was it 8?
Sorry, dude. How you do that?
How do you do that?
All right. So for number 2,
That was his legacy.
well, for number 10, you go 3 over 9, or 3 comma 9.
7, so it's
Try my pen, see if it works.
Your pen won't connect to my thing right now.
Wait, try putting like in the slot and then like take it out of the slot. I don't know if you have like the same computer we have.
I don't have one of those. Of course. All right, we're done with that thing. We're gonna do board stuff from now on.
No, Mr. Grass, so you just do 7 minus 1 and 11 minus 4?
Yeah. So this one, you do 3, 9, and 0 comma 6. You bring that 6 up and subtract that. You bring that 0 up and subtract that. So for x, what's 0 minus 3?
It's a 3.
Stays 3.
Negative 3.
Why?
Because 0 minus 3.
You subtract.
Yeah, you subtract it.
This is like hurting my brain.
So for our y, what's 6 minus 9?
3? Those numbers.
Nice.
Negative 3.
6, 9.
So both of them are negative 3.
He was upset the guy to hold his nose before jumping into the pool.
You already said that one.
No, that
Yeah,
said
you
going
already
into
said
the
that.
pool.
All right.
No!
Thank you.
I'm done.
So for 11, again,
Joke of a human.
Jose Fold
negative
over
2, comma 5,
This is a joke.
4, comma 1. Again, I like doing this the entire time because this kind of gives you
He's the type of guy to
a
use
good memorization.
in the same 5 minutes.
David,
Sorry.
none of these. All right. So for our x and our y, x, what's 1 minus 5?
6. Wait, 4. My brain died.
Negative 4. And then 4 minus negative 2.
David's the type of guy to say awkward silence when the room goes quiet.
So, hey, we're done with this. We're done.
Bad joke.
So, 4 minus negative 2 is a positive 6.
I know why.
Why?
Because 2 negatives make a positive. 2 rights.
Yeah, but when you subtract a positive minus a negative, it turns it into basically
Addition.
addition. Alright. Stop copying.
Oh.
I'm gonna tap a one.
So X is on the right, Y is on the left.
Yep, X is there, Y is there.
You've got the negative in the board.
So, what's 11 minus 2?
Okay.
25. 11 minus 2?
Oh, 9.
9.
Wow.
Negative 4 minus 9?
13. Alright, Mr. Randy, 13.
Not, yeah, but it's
Negative.
Why is it negative 13? There's two negatives.
negative minus, it's the same as if you did a positive minus a negative. Now you're doing a negative minus a positive. Your
Yeah,
result.
but there's still the 2 negatives. That's confusing. How do people major in this?
Nerds.
Alright, so I want you all to do 13 and 14 right now.
You should get paid to go to school.
You should.
Honestly.
No.
My
Why?
parents said my parents paid me to go to
So why haven't you written a single thing down?
5th grade. I got paid to go to 5th grade.
So why haven't you written a single thing down?
Cause I took
Photographic.
photographic memory. So I took a
From your last test, I don't think so. You gotta,
Hey.
you gotta start writing stuff down, dude. You haven't written anything down even from the last unit.
I don't think like taking notes help. Like and like random.
Yes,
English.
but I give you, on the quiz, I let you use sometimes homework or notes. If you don't have anything written down,
Okay, can you zoom out then?
does that do anything to your value? Does that help you out at all? Remember my pen doesn't work?
No.
So I don't have anything on
And
there.
your fingers.
You can just put your finger.
You can't.
Yeah, you can. See if you're doing it.
You have to hit draw.
Here's a word.
People were saying it's being recorded.
Yeah, why is it being recorded?
Wait, what are you talking about?
So,
What?
alright, so what is our answer to 13? What's our x value?
What's being recorded?
The
Nothing.
6.
That's our y. Our y is 6.
No, or X is 6.
Our x is negative 2.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Because a negative 5 minus a negative 3.
We're on a completely different question.
What are you doing?
Dude, 13.
Yeah, 13.
But you're wrong.
Dylan.
Because you're right. If you write them out, this would be negative 3 minus 10 over negative 5 minus negative 4.
Yeah, you do
Negative-
you do negative 5 minus negative 3, you get a negative 2.
Yeah, but isn't your x always on the right side?
No, that's y. Y is on this side.
Hold on. On number 12, you flipped them around. You did it differently. So for x, I got 9, and y, I got negative 13.
For which one?
For 12. That's what you wrote down.
No.
Wait, what?
Sure, I think you're confusing yourself. Just take basically A over B. So A, 6, negative 11, and B is negative 10 and 4.
Wait, so why is it positive 6?
Why is it positive 6?
Wait, how though?
Because it's a negative 4 minus a negative 10. So you're subtracting negative 10 from a negative 4. So,
That's remembering.
This is hard remembering, that's right.
So for negative 4, it would go like negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, hold on, let me put this in my calculator.
Negative 4 minus negative 10.
You get a 6.
Positive 6.
So then you're telling me now the x is negative 16 here.
So for here, yeah. So for here, x is negative 16 and y is positive 15.
Yeah.
So on the y, you just do 11, like, so you just do the top to bottom?
You do bottom to top. Always,
Okay.
always do bottom to top. That's why I said if you do those little arrows, or as we call it, bullhorns, because you can see
Okay, but,
bottom
like,
to
how is
top.
it, like, a positive?
For which one?
For like for like y on both ones, like, I don't know. it's-
Because if you take a positive minus a negative, you think of negative and negative. If I like zoom in, if I do minus a minus,
Positive, right?
basically turns into a positive number.
Minus or minus?
Oh yeah, look at this 6 pack.
So we have to take math next year.
No, we're taking algebra 2 next year.
So I take summer school, but I have to take math next year.
No.
If I did summer school, I wouldn't have to take math next year, right?
Yeah.
Math over summer.
Just do
Yeah.
math over summer. Why would you want to do summer school?
Yeah, that's-
Because I hate math, and it'd be a lot shorter.
It's a lot shorter, but it's more work.
It's 7 a.m. to 12 p.m.
It's 5 hours long.
Only doing math, right?
Yeah, 5 hours long. You're only doing math, and normally, like all the stuff we're doing, you'll basically do like a unit or 2 a day.
So you'll have a test every day?
You'll have a test like maybe like once or twice sometimes, depending. A week.
Oh.
But that's still kind
No
of
thanks,
fast.
no thanks.
Every week.
All right. So-
It's not easy.
For this,
I'm doing
this is where it starts getting a little bit confusing. So, there's 3 different things that we need to do with this.
Can we choose to take a 4th year?
I took a 4th year for fun.
Wait, so you only have to take 3 years of math.
Yes.
What
So
about
my
English?
senior year, I don't have to take.
English you have to take 4. All right.
Oh, God.
Or a cool English class next
it. Freshman.
So, there's 3 steps. So, 1, you have to find the total x plus y distance traveled. Two, multiply fraction to x plus y distances, which is what we just did in step 1. Oop. And then 3, add or
Okay, I'm not right. I can't write all like that.
subtract step 2 to starting point.
What? Hold on. So basically,
And basically, you're like an Easter egg guy.
yeah.
I swear. Like,
So-
it's too complicated.
So here. So for
No,
this,
this problem here, we do -1,
hold on.
2.
We're given, for point A right here, we are given 1 or -1 comma 2. So, right here, this is step 1. So we have a -1 comma a 2
Yeah, 8 and 8.
and 7 comma 10.
8 and 8.
Remember, it is bottom to top. So yeah, so x equals 7 minus -1, which will be a +8. And then y equals 10 minus 2 equals a +8. That's step 1.
That's step one?
It is an Easter egg game.
Yeah, this is literally just like an Easter egg guide. Oh my god. Well, we're
What's
gonna
a guide?
find
What's a
stuff
waffle?
around-
All right. So,
Wait,
model
I just
1.
wanna Write like all of that stuff down. You should go back up. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh, what's up, guys? It's Ruffle Waffle here.
Shush.
This is like,
David, you write all this down?
and you majored in this?
In math? No.
Oh.
Major in special education.
Yes.
This is like, for like, who would put this stuff in this? Actually, who invented this?
Oh my gosh. I
Gerald
got so
Math.
bad for Albert
What?
Einstein.
Gerald Math?
Gerald Math.
Yes.
I didn't talk.
No, I have no idea. I just made up a name.
Dude, imagine how bad Albert Einstein felt when he had to do this like every minute of his life.
Can I look up who invented math?
No.
No, we
There's
need to
probably
know.
someone-
After class, not right now. All right.
I need to know.
So, for model 1, point P is 1/4 of the way from A to B. Find the coordinates of P on the line segment AB. So, I'll go back up. So for this is going to be step 2. For step 2, we need to multiply fraction to x plus y distances. So it's kind of like what we did for that warm up, that bell ringer we did. So we know we have to do it with 1/4. So for our x, you go 1/4 times 8. Then for y, you're also doing 1/4 times 8. See how we're just taking the answers we just did in step 1?
I don't know how.
No.
We're taking these answers right there.
Yes, I see those right here. And then 1/4 of the way.
Yes.
Wait, so we have to do this for our homework?
Your homework.
Go to the bed.
We don't have
You cannot use
I don't think you have homework
It can
today.
even not
Oh, you
use
do have
photomath.
homework today.
Well, Matt doesn't even know how to do
Yeah,
that.
photomath doesn't even know how to do this.
All right.
Expecting us.
So,
Joe.
answer here, you will get +2.
Yes.
And for step 3, we are adding or subtracting step 2 to the starting point. Our starting point, which is A, is -1, 2. That's our starting point. And we need to add or subtract step 2. Well, we have two positive 2's. So what you do with here,
You subtract.
we have +2's,
You subtract.
so you add.
Oh. I thought you no.
It said add or subtract because it's talking about if those 2's that we have, if one of them was negative, you would do like a plus and a negative.
I got 1,4.
Yeah, so P equals 1, 4. That is your answer for that one.
How many questions do we have tonight?
Oh, not that one. You have 8.
8 of this?
It's not gonna be this. It's gonna have like the stuff we did on this page.
On the front?
Like this stuff like there. It's gonna have that stuff.
Oh.
There might be like a few that is like this, but it's gonna be more of like that stuff right now. Pull your mask down.
Full cover.
No, don't put it on your forehead. Put it on your mouth, your nose, all that stuff.
And
All right. So we're still using the same
I'm
points.
gonna call Dylan ugly.
Hey, stop. So again, we're starting with step 2 again. But in this time, we're using 1/2. So x 1/2 times 8 and y 1/2 times 8. These are both going to bring you,
4.
yep, positive 4.
And then we just do the 1,
Yeah, then you bring it to step 3.
if you do 1, comma,
So,
2,
oop,
no.
negative 1, comma 2. And again, it said add or subtract. So we're going to add or subtract these?
Add.
Add. So plus 4. So for here, r equals 3 comma 6.
Or simplify it down to 1/2. I don't know, are you crazy about simplifying?
Eh, not really. Well, so it depends. If it's like, if it's 3 over 6, like how that one was,
Yeah.
probably then. Bring that down to 1/3. Alright,
It's not 1/3, they don't go down to 1/3, it's half,
you-
so you got half, 1/2. It's half.
aha, look at that, you got my mistake. This is when I divided by 3 each, yeah. Smart cookie. Cool, so you're a smart cookie, so try number 3 for me.
Gotcha.
So again, it's still that step 2 process.
Use 5 over 8,
So x,
huh,
5 over 8 times 8, and then y, 5 over 8.
5. You get 5 for both.
Alright, see how helpful it is when basically these two numbers up here are the same?
Yeah.
So, step 3 again, you get a, negative 1, comma 2. You're going to add 5. So s equals what?
13 comma 16.
What?
Yeah.
13 comma 16. I got
Oh,
4.
wait, I forgot, we did it wrong. I did it wrong.
Yeah, what's my on the other one?
I wrote down their fraction.
On the top one?
No, on the left.
Nothing negative.
These are bigger.
My bad.
Is that 5 over 4? Or
5 over 8. I kind of ran out of
I
room.
got 7 tenths. I already did it.
Mr. Graff's is probably that type of guy that like, here comes the airplane to trick himself to eat vegetables.
I like vegetables.
He does.
Green beans are actually really good.
Yeah, green beans.
Alright. No, you should. So for this one, you should get 4 comma 7.
What?
Because you added 5. What's negative 1 plus 5?
We get 5. Oh, I get it. I'm messing.
What did you put? 8?
Yeah.
That's why. So you get 4 comma 7.
That was close.
You are. You just used the wrong number. You used the 8 instead of the 5.
Yeah.
So again, step 2,
That'll be easier.
x. We're using 3/4 for this one. Times 8.
6.
Y. 3/4 is 6. Well, you just,
Is that my head?
you got me writing 6. But the answer is 6.
And then.
So
negative
step 3
1,
again.
2, 6.
A, negative 1 comma 2.
E.
Add 6. Then
Yep.
t is 5 comma
2.
8. Did you still need me to go back up to here, Aiden?
No, I'm good.
Alright, everyone have this written down?
No,
Yeah.
except for Bob.
Come back down.
David, you have all this written down?
No, can I take a picture of it? And then I can look at it on my phone.
Oh, all the way down?
Yes. Hold on, he's taking a
Let's
picture
go
of it.
right- oh.
Yeah, geez.
Dylan, can you stop laughing, bro? Stop.
Hey, shh.
Alright.
Right, not that part. Alright,
Thanks.
here you go, Aiden.
Dylan, what is wrong with
Stop clapping.
Ooh. Mr. Graff, what would you like your favorite class? Like you look forward to going to this class.
I like this class. It's a fun class.
Resting easy every night, then we won't be in this class tomorrow.
Yeah, Jose, the real question is when you want to make up that test you missed.
I got
It was a hard test.
Do you wanna do it today, or do you wanna take?
Wait, are they grades in?
Wait, is it just like?
I'm still waiting on those two.
I think I get like.
I have them graded if you wanna see them.
Can you see David?
David, yours isn't graded yet. Evan, you graded yours.
Can I see like? Can you give me like
Yeah.
a blank piece of like? Can you show me the top like? Cause I probably might know some of it.
So the test is a bunch. I'll show you David's because his isn't graded yet. No, so it's on the front page. You got the reflections, line segments. Then you got like all the angles that you had to plug in and do like the part plus part and whole, or the part equals whole, that kind of stuff.
I mean,
So I don't know if you wanna. So I know you've been gone for a while, and it's been a while for you to review. So why don't you just review today, and we'll take the test tomorrow during resource.
What did I do?
I'll show you. I'll show you after.
The class, I was there.
All right. So flip it on over. All right. So given points A, -8 and 5. That is now our A point that we will be using. So again, we're starting with step 1 up here. -8, 5, and 8, -3. So again, bottom to top, always subtract from there. I like drawing the arrows because it kind of gives me a visual of how to subtract these.
I got 16 -8.
So yeah, so x, 8 minus a -8 equals a +16, like Dylan said. Y, -3 minus a 5 equals a -8.
This partitions word is back.
It's just me, or $5 bills seem kind of rare.
They did actually.
Right?
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a while.
Alright. So, yeah, so as
The girl in my color.
as David said, our favorite word, partition.
I'm Dylan.
Did I say Dylan or David?
David.
Ah.
My English teacher calls me Dylan, I don't know why. I remember making that name.
No, because I was looking down and for some reason I thought you said it, but then it would make sense that Dylan said it. All right.
Yeah, I don't even.
So, for this, point P partitions AB in the ratio 3/5. Wow. So what do we do with this ratio right here?
Add it.
Add it to give you 8. Find the coordinates of P. Write your answer as ordered pairs. So, we're going back to step 2 for this one. So what of our coordinates that we're using with this?
16, -8.
So x, and then we are using the points from that ratio right there. So we're going 3/8 times 16. Then for our y, we continue with that 3/8 times a -8. So if you plug that into your calculator, what do I get for my x value?
Six.
You get 6. Jose, if I plug that second one in my calculator, what do I get? 3 divided by 8 times -8.
-3.
Yep, you'll get a -3. So, again, remember, for step 3, what do we do for step 3? We bring back that A value, or that A coordinates. So for this point, it's -8, 5. And you remember from our steps how step 3 said add or subtract? Well, we have a +6 and a -3. So for our x, we are adding 6, but we are subtracting 3 because we have that -y. So for our points, for point P, -8 plus 6 will give you a -2. and a 5 minus a 3, 2. Starting to get a little better, still a little confusing.
Very.
Very.
Hold on. It's not confusing. This is weird.
It's weird, it's a lot of work. I know this is a lot on one day.
Are we done?
Not yet.
Oh my
Making me
god.
busy.
We gotta finish.
Oh, wait, what was the answer?
We just finished this page right here and then we're done.
We have 3 more blocks.
Yep.
This is a never ending circle.
So, step 2 again. We have the ratio 1:1, will give us 2. So x 1/2 times 16, y 1/2 times negative 8.
Yeah, how you do it? How you do it?
I dread.
Like, where did I get the 1/2?
Yeah, how do you know? How do you get like the 16 and the 8 from?
Right there in step 1.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, if we go back up to our little writing, for step 2, you multiply the fraction by the x plus y distances back in step 1. So that's what we did. We brought it back. The 1/2 you get from that ratio right there. So if you do 1/2 times 16,
8.
8, and then if you do 1/2 times negative 8,
Negative 4.
negative 4.
And then you use the A.
Yep, so a, negative 8, comma 5. And so you add the 8 and you minus the 4. You get q 0, comma 1.
Easy. I'll do this one.
Alright?
Alright, so you got 4.
Alright?
You do
So first,
3/4 times 16 equals 12. You 1/4 times 8, which equals 2.
so we're still actually going to only use 3/4
Why?
because it's our first value.
So it's 6, then it'd be negative 6.
Yep.
So then you get negative 8, comma 5. And you add 12, comma negative 6, and then you add negative 6 on the other side.
Plus 12, you minus the 6. R is 4, comma, negative 1.
I
Alright,
did really good.
for our last one.
Jose would like to do this
Wait,
one.
keep going.
Yeah.
I heard Jose would love to do this one.
If
You write really fast.
I mean, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try.
Go give it a try. Hold on. Yep, if you haven't done so, try number 8. I already started it for you by giving you that ratio point. And Jose said he's going to try it. So, Jose, when you're done, lead us through it.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
You add or subtract the first number. You add or subtract here.
Oops. Man, this laptop's not being my friend today. It's been kind of tweaking on me. I think my pen's dying.
Oh yeah, and then it doesn't really pick up, and then
Yeah.
it'll pick up.
All right, Jose, you ready for it?
Wait, I'm gonna.
Oh no.
I hope the answer I have.
All Alright, Jose, if you're not done, let's start this together.
Wait, I got this. I got this.
You got it? You got it? You got it? You got it? I'll explain.
Alright.
Oh, you're doing it up here?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Okay. So, I do.
Here, I labeled it for you too.
Okay.
So for X.
So for X, we gotta do what? 7, 8, 7, 8, okay.
Okay. 7 over 8.
Okay, so we got 8, and then we gotta put 16,
Okay.
and then you multiply that. Well, yeah, you multiply that. You get equals to 14,
Okay. And our Y?
and then Y, you gotta do the same exact thing, but you gotta replace it with a 8, a negative 8,
Okay.
and then negative 1, and then you multiply that, you get negative 1. And then
So for this one, you keep that 7 over 8, and you times that by that negative 8, you should get a negative 7.
wait. Oh, I thought. Oh, I got this one.
Alright, so here. So we got our 2 points. So for step 3, I'll help you with this one. So A is our negative 8, comma 5. So from here, with our positive 14 and our negative 7, what are we going to do? Let's start. What do we do with our 14 for our X value?
You gotta add them. I think. Yeah.
Yep, so add that to our negative 8, and what do we do with that negative 7?
You get a. I got 20. Yeah, but for 14, 14 plus negative 8, I got 22. Negative. No, 22.
So negative 8 plus a positive 14. That will cause it to subtract. So for your S, you should have a 6.
This is a joke.
Like I said, it's a lot of work. It is confusing at first. But yeah, you just gotta remember those. If it's a negative plus a positive, it turns to subtraction.
And then the next one is like negative 12, I'm assuming, because.
So we have a 5 minus a 7. So easiest way to think about it, forget that negative symbol. How do you get from 5 to 7?
Subtract by 2.
2, right there. So if we had a 2, look, we got a 2. We still have a negative symbol. Just add that negative symbol.
The easiest way, if you don't want negative, just type in negative 5 minus